G'day legends, and welcome back to another episode of Water Assassin Fishing. My name's Dave and today I'm fishing for bass in Broughton Creek. Now, I'm not a bass connoisseur by any means. I'm an all-rounder. I love all kinds of fishing, and I know there's some obviously die-hard bass fishers out there. So if you are looking for any tips or tricks on how to catch these, ignore my video, watch theirs. But if you'd like to just see someone go out there attempting to catch some fish, this is a good video for you. Now today I've got two rods. I've got the first one, which is the one I always use. I think I've introduced it a million times to you guys. It's this little Yak Raider 1 to 3 kilo rod paired to a Stratic 1000 reel. I use this for pretty much everything except for Murray cod. The other rod that I'm using as well today for some of the bigger lures, some of the chatterbaits that I'll be using in amongst the structure will be this Samaki. It's a 5 to 10 pound rod rated to, and it's just got a Daiwa aired bait caster. So basically two different types of fishing. One's covering the heavier gear, the other and more accurate casting. The other one's obviously covering those really small finesse lures that I'll be using. Anyway, I'm going to get out here and I'm going to show you how to catch some of these fish. Let's do it.
On my timeline.
Bass one of the day. Lure was just sitting on top of the water, not doing much, and this little bloke picked it up. Second cast. 2 from 2 now. How is that for a start to the day? 2 fish from 2 casts. So second bass of the day from the second cast of the day. As you can see, this one's missing a little bit of its tail fin there, so I don't know what's happened, but it is fresh because, as you guys can see, or maybe not be able to see with the focus depending on where that camera's focusing, but it's got a bit of blood on the back end of it. So I'm not sure if something's had a crack at it as it's come back in. But yeah, Australian bass are very easy to identify against an estuary perch, even though some people think it's a little bit harder. Basically, if you look at the front of the sort of like the nose section of the fish, this one here, it's sort of got like a slight, well, it's a straight edge rather than sort of like a concave. EPs will tend to have like this concave in the top of them, but that's a beautiful Australian bass. Obviously, when you're handling these fish, you can grab it by the mouth. They have no teeth, so, well, they do have very small teeth, so it's not going to hurt you, and it's easier to hold the fish like that. They do have very sharp gill plates, so you just got to watch those ones, and obviously the fins on top as well. It's a beautiful fish. Going to release it, and hopefully I can catch something a little bit bigger. I'm going for my third cast of the morning now, so I'm 2 from 2. I've just put the camera on because obviously, you know, when you're catching 2 from 2, you expect to get 3 from 3. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm just casting towards this sort of bank over here and just aiming to get the lure as close as I can to the edge or into those underlying branches like that one over there. The previous bigger estuary perch that I caught, bass that I caught, was underneath that tree branch, obviously just waiting for insects and things to fall in the water. So the lure, again, it's a Strike Pro. It's a little beetle. It is technically a subsurface lure. It has a little bib on it, but I'm using it as a surface lure today. I'm just basically like landing it on top, being really patient with it, letting it sit there for 10 to 20 seconds, and then just giving it a quick wind just to make it rattle around a little bit, give it a bit of a twitch, letting it come back up to the surface again, and just waiting for one of these bass to just come up and just smash it from below. It's all about being patient. Once you've got your lure in the right spot, eventually you will you'll definitely catch a bass. For those that want to know what it looks like, in case you want to go out and buy one similar, it's this one. It sort of looks like a Christmas beetle. So a couple of things are in my favour today. First one being the fact that we've had an absolute ton of rain, so that fresh, as we call it, will mean that the bass will be ready to eat a lot of things. And then the second thing being that the beetles and the cicadas and things are starting to come out, being the fact that we're like halfway through November now. Baby bass on this Strike Pro beetle. It's not a bad fish, guys. You ripper. It's my first fish on this bait caster. Bought this bait caster primarily for bass and yellow belly, and I have used it a lot in freshwater in a fishing comp last year. Couldn't quite catch anything, but today I've managed to finally break it in on a bass of all things. So how good's this? As the sun slowly rises on this beautiful day. And how can you beat the location? Beautiful creek winding through the farmlands of Berry, weed, you know, all that sort of stuff lining the edges. It doesn't get much better than that. A beautiful fish. One of Australia's most targeted sport fish, along with obviously Murray cod, barramundi, yellow belly. Oh yeah, another fish, another bass on that same lure on the trawl at the moment. Actually, guys, trying to get to another spot. Obviously a shady spot, so I've got the bait caster back out again. It's caught its second fish. I'm just using a I think it's a Savage Gear, like just a lure that I've got at the very bottom of my tackle box to trawl with. And it seems that deeper divers actually paying off in this sunnier area. So hope that's not caught. There we go, out of there. They fight hard, these bass. Oh, it's powerful. No wonder. That lure is killing it at the moment. So that's bass number 6 for the day already. Beautiful creek system. I'll show you how stable these hobies are. Literally stable enough, guys, that I can sit on the back of this thing. Fit 2 people pretty easily on it, and yeah, I could easily fish from the back of this if I wanted to. Absolutely hammered by a fish, guys. Just on the trawl here at the moment. It's going to take a little bit to get this one back. got another line in the water, and I've got a breeze coming back into me too, which is going to slowly push me back and make it a little bit harder to fight. Makes it number 9 for today. Got hammered around this bend, or some other jumping around, and then the rod just buckled over. Nice bass. That's my biggest one of the day. That is insane. Anyway, I better get this other rod in because I am fast getting tangled in my own mess of line. And then I can check to see what size we've got here. Definitely the biggest one today. Oh, doesn't get much better than this, does it, guys? Beautiful estuarine creek, you know, sort of getting towards that part of the day where there's not too many shadows, and yeah, just trawling along, obviously in amongst farmland on either side. Yeah, it's basically over in that corner over there where the mullet was jumping, so I'm going to obviously get this fish out, have a look at it, and get a good photo, which you'll see next. These deeper divers are really going well. Oh yeah, fish! Another excellent bass for today. This is number 13. Over here, let's see if he's all right. Oi, you good, mate? He's stuck. Get up! Get up, quick! That's it. That's it. Good girl. Up you get. Up you get. Come on, up you get. Come on. I'm not leaving you. Up you get. Quick. Out. That's it. That's it. You're carving. That's it. You can get up. Up, 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 up. Quick. Sa, sa, sa. That's it. Good girl. Up, up, up. Up you get. Sa. Quick. It's good girl. Up. Come on. Come on. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Come on. Ah. Oh, poor big bitch. Come on. Get up. Get up. Strong. Come on. Come on. Thank you.